And joining us now on This Is the Day is Dr. Hoang, President of the National Executive Committee of the Vietnamese Eucharistic Youth Movement, and Father Binh Nguyen, the General Chaplain of the organization. They're joining us via Skype, and thank you so much for being with us.
Glad to be here. Glad to have you. Good
morning, Kevin.
Well, maybe if we start off, maybe if you could tell us a little bit about the Vietnamese Eucharistic Youth Movement and what that is all about.
Well, good morning. The Vietnamese Eucharistic Youth Movement is short for VEYM. Is a Christian movement that is center focused on the Eucharist. By the name, you can see that. And there are about 25,000 members nationwide, operated in about 145 parishes or Vietnamese communities in the U.S.
And Father, I understand too that the association is with the Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network. Could you tell us about that as well?
Well, yes. The Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network is a new name for Apostleship of Prayer. And the Eucharistic Youth Movement is a branch of Pope's Worldwide Prayer Network that we get connected together in about in the past 5 years or so. So we have worked together in the U.S. and the worldwide.
And Dr. Nguyen, could you tell us about your role as the president of the National Executive Committee?
Well, certainly, yeah. So I'm really blessed and honored to have the opportunity to serve as the elected member of this organization. And essentially, in my role is to execute the mission of the VYM, which is to help the youth and help the youth leader to grow in faith, to be good Christians, and to be good citizens within the community. And we do so by working collaboratively with all of our regional presidents. So around the country, you have the national office, and then you have 11 different other regions throughout. And under each one of those regions, you have your local chapters, which Father Binh alluded earlier, the local parishes. And so we work in union with all of our members on an annual basis, pretty much have a agenda for each year in terms of how to help the youth grow closer to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, how to get the youth hyped up during some of the activity that we do. For example, next month coming up, month of the Holy Rosary. And so we're having an initiative to get the youth tune in more practical ways. During COVID, we really mobilized all of our youth leaders to still stay connected with the youth now that they're homebound, they're doing things virtually. And so there are lots of planning, lots of organizational activity that we need to put together to kind of support that. And I'm really just blessed with the opportunity to work with all of our youth leaders all across the country to drive this movement on an annual basis.
And you touched on it a little bit too, but how I guess challenging is it too during this pandemic to sort of keep in touch with everybody and keep connected?
Yeah, I think I think our Holy Father says it best that during time of crisis, I think we all have a responsibility to accompany our youth, especially during the time they need us most. And so all of our youth leaders have been challenged to come up with creative ways to still stay connected when the sacraments or when liturgical activities at churches and schools are halted. And so we've been capitalizing on Zooms, on Teams, on WebEx, and all sorts of social media and telecommunication platforms to stay connected with them. Weekly Bible sharing, virtual graduation, virtual concert. I mean, you name it, anything that's virtually related. We wait to stay connected. And again, all of this is to keep the fire alive, to let the youth know that they are a valued member of the church and that they are the now of the church.
Well, we have so much to learn more about the youth movement. I was wondering if you both could stick around for a little bit, and we're going to take a quick break now, and we can come back and talk a little bit more.